Hello, Steve 89. Well, a lot of people are freaking out about power and electricity. Apparently, the Prime Minister, the current Prime Minister, the new Prime Minister, announced that he was going to cut power bills by like hundreds of dollars, and people believed him, and now they're all upset because they don't think he can do it. And I'm like, you believed a politician? You believe like election promises? That's why they call them election promises, because they don't actually do them. You know that, right? Apparently not, no. Me, myself, I found a resolution. I found a secret. Don't use your heater. I grew up. My dad was a bit crazy. He used to have the wood heater on all year because he hated the cold. We lived in Tasmania. It was always sort of cold. I didn't realise that till I came to the mainland, of course. Until I went to Queensland, I was like, it's warmer here. I didn't understand. I thought it was always cold everywhere because that was what I was used to. And my mum would drive my mum nuts, and we'd just be walking around the house in like next to nothing and not think twice about it. And then when mum and dad separated, mum was like, yeah, nah, she wouldn't turn the heater on unless it was like freezing. And I would resent the fact that I'd have to get dressed just to leave my bedroom in the morning basically and wear clothes all day. And then when I moved out on my own, I never did that. I would be like at home in the middle of winter with 3 heaters on, wearing a pair of boxer shorts, and that's it. And paying a huge electricity bill, not even thinking twice about it. But then some point during the you know what, I was put on the wrong rate for my power bill, and the price went up, and I was using it more than normal, and I got a really big bill, and I sort of thought, wow, I can't do that every month. And I thought, you know what, maybe just do what mum said. So I went around, unplugged everything that I didn't need to actually use, and just plugged things in as I had to use them. I turned my hot water off during the day, so I only put it on about half an hour before I go to take a shower. And then it takes about half an hour to heat up, and then you turn it off, and then you can use it till it goes cold, so you can have like a half-hour shower, because you're not using more electricity. You've already used it, and it's just going to go cold. If you don't use it, it's going to sit there. So the good thing is you can have a long shower. You can just shower until the hot water runs out. But and I just don't turn my heater on. I mean, it barely reaches me here anyway. I spend a lot of time in my bed. I have an electric blanket, and I try and do a lot of my work on my computer there and my laptop there, and I find it's much easier, and that uses a lot less electricity. And yeah, I just wear clothes now. I just like, instead of sitting around in my boxer shorts and that's it, I just wear like, just full comfy clothes. And I just don't understand why people are so opposed to that. Just buy an hoodie, get a jumper, and turn your heater off. Turn it down. Just use it in the room you're in. There's a lot of excess that people are complaining about. I can't have my excess. It makes me feel important or rich or something. I don't know. It's winter, it's cold. Deal with it. Put something warm on. It's not that complicated. Now, I must admit, I have gotten chilblains on this finger. It's like a cold blister. It's because this is my mouse hand, and when I'm sitting at this computer, which is right near the door, which is the coldest part of the room and the coldest part of the whole apartment, I just find this hand gets really cold, and it tends to sit off the mouse and sort of hang off the mouse onto the desk, which is really cold, and that's what's doing this. But aside from that, and if I just get a mouse pad, and I don't have a single mouse pad, I had a Transformers one, which I don't know where that is, that would make the difference because it wouldn't be sitting on the cold desk. So that's my only issue, and they're quite painful actually. I had one last year, and now I've got one this year for the same reason. Exact same place. It's probably going to come back in the same place forever, I think. Whenever I get cold. But yeah, aside from that, and that's just because I didn't do my research, and didn't, manage that one little thing. I just sort of, my hand will be freezing. I'm like, just finish this, and that 2 hours later I'm still sitting there, and that's why that happened. Because I didn't take care of myself. Okay, I'm going to go. I just had to have a little complaint about that, and I just want to talk about cold for a minute, just because I just was realising, I grew up one way, and then my mum sort of changed things, and then I rebelled against that and did what Dad used to do. And then I turned around and said, Mum actually had it right. And now my last bill was like $150 for the quarter. That's nothing. Why? Because I'm not using any power. And you don't really need to. You don't need to be sitting around in like summer clothes with the heater on all day just to feel like you're affluent or something. And it's not just money, you're also wasting electricity. It's bad for the environment. Just like in summer, it's hot. Just wear a pair of Speedos or something and be hot all day. Don't sit there with an air conditioner on all day to feel like, oh, look how rich I am. I can afford to have air conditioning all day, and don't feel like it's summer at all. Meanwhile, the whole, environment's being killed by all the electricity being used and the massive excess of electricity in winter and summer, the height of winter and summer and that. So think of the environment, think of just what else you could spend the money on other than power that you can feel special about yourself with. I don't know, I'm just rambling at this point and I'm over 5 minutes, I better stop. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. Yeah, I don't mind my fingerless gloves. I just wish I could wear actual gloves, but then I can't use my mouse, and that's why this happened. I'm gonna go, bye.